I'm sorry. We were just in the middle of a graffiti mural. I'm Jim Monroe.
I'm Anthony Cortez.
And we are some of the creators for Ghosts with Shit Jobs, a science fiction movie that came out last year, set in Toronto,
Science
2040. Yeah, that's what it, yeah, I know.
Okay. Yes, it's true.
You thought it was just a psychedelic.
To be honest, I thought it was romantic comedy because the way it's funny and Serena and Oscar get together.
That's not.
If two people get together, it's a romantic story.
Okay.
So it's a romantic story.
Yeah.
With a little bit of funny bits and some time travel.
Yeah. Some references to giant spiders you never see. Don't come to the movie expecting giant spiders.
There's no big spiders.
No. Sorry.
I keep looking to the camera.
I don't. Yeah, because I'm a pro.
That's because you're
That's the thing.
I'm
a pro.
And I'm a horrible actor.
Yeah.
Right.
So what was the I mean, you probably been asked, what was the reason to create this? Why did you have to make this film and show
The
it?
motivation of creating the film.
What was behind it? What was the idea behind it?
Like besides masochism?
Yes. Well, yeah, the whole thing basically comes from news endlessly churning about the graphs and our downward kind of descent into madness and sadness, and how China is going to take over. That's kind of the undercurrent to a lot of the news reports, and we just want to sort of explore. Okay, so say that happened. Say we were the third world and Asia and India were the first. What would it look like? How would we act if we had to do the crappy jobs for them that they used to do for us?
Right. So let's just say this movie is a science fiction movie.
Hypothetically.
Right? And so what science fiction films tend to do is to take what's currently happening at present time and sort of, it's almost like a warning. Yeah, an extrapolation is sort of like a warning. I don't want to say moral story, but you know, take a look at what's going on and like what could happen and sort of scare people straight. And
So,
yeah, try to, you know.
sure.
Yeah, we were trying to just terrify everybody.
I think like in general the kind of scaring people. I don't really care too much about that. Like I don't. There's a sort of George Orwell style of science fiction, which is all about 1984. People are gonna like the boots smashing down the face forever and ever. And I have never been as interested in that science fiction as I have been in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, where everybody takes drugs and like has sex all the time, and that's how they control society. So I'm sort of interested in saying, okay, so say we were kind of like doing crappy jobs for the Asians that they used to do for us. What stories would we tell ourselves to make it be okay? What kind of aspirations would we have in regards to the East? Like there's a big thing where the baby maker is talking about, if I could move to the East, maybe I could make something of myself, similar to I think a lot of people there, you know. So anyway,
Yeah.
All right. So what do you have in the future? What's in the pipeline? What's going on with you guys?
Pipeline.
Projects. Projects.
Well, you know, for us together, because you know there was a bunch of people that worked this together, I'm sure, and everybody's doing different things, and artists come together, and then you know we're like DNA, right? Like we'll come in here, make stuff, and we get back together. Yeah. I'll be G. What are the letter? What are the letters in the DNA strain? What?
I don't know. Ask me.
I thought you were smart.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Sorry.
Dean who?
Dean Koontz.
Okay.
Dean Koontz. Yeah, that we're actually going to be adapting one of Dean Koontz's novels.
Yes. I guess as well.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, he's senile by now. Anyway, probably.
Anthony's working on webisode.
Yeah, web series. Web series. Yeah. So myself, I'm working on a couple of web series. Producing one called Table 12, where it's chronicling my experiences as a waiter, and also co-producing a web series called Day in the Life of Death, which is about the Grim Reaper and how he doesn't want to be the Grim Reaper anymore. He wants out, and God won't let him out from his job. Those are the two web series that I'm producing. I also act and write and
Sometimes act right.
Yeah.
But not often.
No, never. And Jim's working on some video games.
Video games. I do a lot of kind of advocacy work in the games community in Toronto. So I sort of run a video game arts not-for-profit called Hand-Eye Society. So I've been doing that a lot. Now I'm sort of trying to get back into making more games with my limited technical abilities.
Tell them about your last game that won a couple words.
Yeah, so I did the writing for a game called Unmanned, which is a day in the life of a UAV drone pilot. You sort of explore his extremely banal life, interspersed with kind of mini games of shaving and driving to work and blowing people up, and then driving back and playing more games with your kid.
You're saying you guys created a game part where they shave? Like
yes, that's how it starts. And also thinking about your life in that portion of it. Yes. And for some reason they showed it at Sundance and Fantastic Fest. And
I'm sure the shaving is what did it.
Well, they're fetishists, I think. That's the thing.